Sawubona mngani, welcome back to Zulu Lessons with Tando, the place for modern conversational Zulu language lessons. This lesson is family members still, but now we are talking about their possessives for myself. So if I am saying my family, my families, my mother, my brother, my daughter, my sister, my uncle, so all of that, only mine, not your this and your that. Now, once we've done this, you'll actually be able to substitute now for everyone else. So something that belongs to everyone else or someone that belongs to everyone else. You will see how simple it is once we've done this one. Now, we are talking about a family, umndeni. Now, my family, umndeni wami, umndeni wami, umndeni wami. Did you hear that? Wami. The word itself is starting with and so the possessive of that word will then be wa. Let's hear the plural of imindeni, plural of families. Imindeni, imindeni. Now that is then going to be imindeni yami, imindeni yami, imindeni yami, my families. Did you hear? The prefix for imindeni is I, imi. So the possessive then is ya. Start making a little chart for yourself. I'll share with you my chart of this, but make your own that will make sense to you to put together these classes of nouns and their possessives. And also, just as a tip, whenever you are listening to the videos, always have your language learning notebook next to you and a pen so that you take your own notes. Listen, pause, take notes, and speak and say the things out loud. So, that said, let me continue. A great-grandfather, ukhokho, a great-grandmother, ukhokho. Ukhokho wami, ukhokho wami, ukhokho wami, my great-grandparent. Plural, okhokho bami, okhokho bami, okhokho bami, my great-grandparents. A grandmother, ugogo, my grandmother, ugogo wami, ugogo wami, ugogo wami. My great-grandmothers, ogogo bami, ogogo bami, ogogo bami. My grandfather, umkhulu, umkhulu wami, umkhulu wami, umkhulu wami. My grandfather. Omkhulu bami, omkhulu bami, omkhulu bami. My grandfathers. Father, ubaba, ubaba wami, ubaba wami, ubaba wami. My father. Fathers, obaba, obaba bami, obaba bami, obaba bami. So my fathers. Mother, umama, umama wami, umama wami, umama wami. My mother. Oh mama bami, plural, oh mama bami, oh mama bami. My mothers. Now look at all of those nouns. Ukhokho, ugogo, umkhulu, ubaba, umama. All of them start with u, that's their prefix. And now let's look at their plural. O, khokho, o, gogo, O mkhulu, O baba, O mama. Did you see that all their possessives, the singular is wa and the plural is ba? So take note of that. That is the important part, how the possessive starts. Now, indodana, a son. Indodana yami, indodana yami, indodana yami, my son. Did you hear? Indodana starts with an I-N, so the possessive then starts with ya, a Y-A. The plural of indodana is amadodana. So amadodana ami, amadodana ami, amadodana ami, my sons. Did you hear that? A noun starting with ama, its possessive starts with a, just an A. The next one is indodakazi, a daughter. Now start thinking about the last video you watched, and now you know that the plural for this one is amadodakazi. Now, indodakazi, we just did one just like this, indodana. So the possessive here is indodakazi yami, indodakazi yami, indodakazi yami. It starts with an I-N, and so its possessive is also going to be a Y-A, ya. Now the plural is amadodakazi, amadodakazi. If you don't know why it is amadodakazi, then you need to go back to the previous video where we were simply listing the family members and not saying they are possessives. So now when we are saying my daughters, we are saying amadodakazi ami, amadodakazi ami, amadodakazi ami, my daughters. Umfowethu, a brother. Look at that word, umfowethu. The previous video I did say to you that umfo is another way of saying a brother. This one is used very commonly as brother, but it actually is my brother, my brother. But if you have a look at it, it's actually plural. It says my brother as in our brother, instead of my brother. Why is that? Why is it not personalizing this and saying my brother? That is because your brother, in a village sense, so in a community sense, or in a Zulu people, your brother belongs to every single one in the village. So your brother is actually everyone else's brother, and their brother is also your brother. So umfowethu, 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 my brother, which is literal translation, our brother. Now, we were saying when the noun is starting with the possessive is wa, just like we saw before. Now, let's have a look at this one. The possessive is we. Why is that? Let's break it down. A possessive is made up of two parts, the possessive stem and the possessive prefix. Now, the possessive prefix is this wa, ya, ba, a that I keep mentioning. The possessive stem is this me, my. All those me, that's the possessive stem. So whatever is belonging to me, I am saying me. But now everything that is belonging to us is itu, itu, ithu, itu. So now we blend those two vowels, the wa and the itu. We have an A and an I, and we blend those two, and we get an E, and that's where we have wethu. So our. So if we are saying umfowethu, we are saying our brother. Now, if you don't know about blending of vowels, you need to go back and learn that. You can find that on the video talking about conjunctions, the conjunction na. That video explains in great detail how to blend vowels in isiZulu and why we do so. Now, the plural of brothers, and so my brothers, is abafowethu, abafowethu, abafowethu. So really, our brothers. Now let's have a look at the next one. What do you think my sister is then going to be? My sister is then going to be our sister. So udadewethu, 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 which is then also the plural, our sisters. So my sister is odadewethu, odadewethu, odadewethu. Your father's older brother, my uncle, ubabomkhulu wami, ubabomkhulu wami, ubabomkhulu wami. And the plural, obabomkhulu bami, obabomkhulu bami, obabomkhulu bami. So my uncles. The younger ones, ubabomncane wami, ubabomncane wami, ubabomncane wami. And plural, obabomncane bami, obabomncane bami, obabomncane bami. My uncles, so the ones that are younger than my father. My aunt, my father's sister, ubabekazi wami, ubabekazi wami, ubabekazi wami. The plural, obabekazi bami, obabekazi bami, obabekazi bami. My aunts. Umamomkhulu wami, my aunt, one who is older than my mother. Umamomkhulu wami, umamomkhulu wami, umamomkhulu wami. The plural, omamomkhulu bami, omamomkhulu bami, omamomkhulu bami. The younger one, so the one who's younger than my mother, my aunt still, umamomncane wami, umamomncane wami, umamomncane wami. The plural, omamomncane bami, omamomncane bami, omamomncane bami. My uncle, who is my mother's brother, it doesn't matter which age, my uncle, umalume wami, umalume wami, umalume wami. The plural, omalume bami, omalume bami, omalume bami. Do you see all of these nouns that have u as the prefix when they are singular and have o as the prefix when they are plural? All of them, they behave exactly the same way as the ones that have when they are singular and aba when they are plural. Now, umntwana, my child, umntwana wami, umntwana wami, umntwana wami. The plural, abantwana bami, abantwana bami, abantwana bami, my children. Ingane, another noun for a child. Ingane, ingane yami, ingane yami, ingane yami. Do you note that now that it is in, the prefix for the possessive is ya, ingane yami. Izingane, the plural is izingane, izingane zami, izingane zami, izingane zami, my children. When the noun starts with izi, the Possessive will start with za. The next noun, intombazane, my girl. So, my girl, intombazane yami. Intombazane yami. Intombazane yami. My girl. My girls. Amantombazane ami. Amantombazane ami. Amantombazane ami. My boy, umfana wami. Umfana wami. Umfana wami. My boys, abafana bami. Abafana bami. Abafana bami. My boys. My niece or my nephew, singular. Umshana wami. Umshana wami. Umshana wami. The plural, abashana bami. Abashana bami. Abashana bami. My cousin, umzala wami. Umzala wami. Umzala wami. My cousins, abazala bami. Abazala bami. Abazala bami. Now, what do you do when you now want to say your cousin, your brother, your sister? You then remove that me, and replace it with ko, a K-H-O, simply that. That's your. What about if it is our? We then put itu everywhere, but that's where we then have to blend the vowels like we did with umfowethu, udadewethu. Then it will be wethu, wethu, wethu. And then when it is ya, it will then be yethu, yethu, yethu. And if it is ami, it will then change from being ami to ethu, ethu, all the time. Now, let's say we wanted to say someone belongs to you all. So yours uncle, yours sister, right? So belonging to you all. Inu, I-N-U, inu. So if I was saying now, my mother, I would say umama wami. But if I'm saying this mother belongs to you all, so it's your mother, all of you, then umama wenu, umama wenu, that wa and that inu blended becomes wenu. So all of that, yenu, ingane yenu, your child, all of you. Then amantombazane, a noun that begins with ama, then it will be enu, enu, amantombazane, enu. Now, that is all you do. You take the stem and the root and you just blend the two. I will then provide you with my sheet on how I do this, but it's better if you actually write all of these down yourself as you listen to them and make sense of it on your own so that you are able to memorize it and actually use it in conversation. So this is where this video ends. Thank you, Mngani. I will see you next time. Usale kahle.